finally made it to the Great Wall of China.
Totally can't believe this, but we're actually here at one of the wonders of the world.
Okay, thank you.
谢谢。
各位你好，本次呢车程下了缆车以后需要爬桥，我们长城内这里景下城站。缆車變好咯。
Ni hao from the Great Wall of China. We woke up so early this morning at
4:30 a.m. to be precise.
and we took first metro out from the place we were staying at all the way to downtown Beijing. And there we got on a bus that actually brought us out to a town about an hour northeast of the city. And from there we caught a taxi to come to the Mutianyu section of the Great Wall of China.
And from the ticket counter, we again took a shuttle bus to the starting point of the Great Wall of China, from where the trek begins.
So the point we are at right now is the starting point of the trek. Behind us, there are people who are walking up to the cable car. The cable car is a bit out of the budget, so we've decided we're going to walk up. There's an estimate that it should take about 45 minutes, but that's what people at the gate told us. Knowing how quickly or slowly we typically walk up, we're estimating it'll take us about 1 hour, 30 minutes.
They said there are about 1,000 to 1,100 steps between each viewpoint. So there are about maybe 10 viewpoints there. So maybe we'll be trekking about 10,000 steps.
The good thing right now is that the crowd is not too bad. The weather is somewhat cloudy. It's not hot, it's not sunny. It's kind of decent actually. And
it's also expected to rain in the afternoon. If it does, some people say that the wall looks even better in the rain. That's what I read online.
And the other good thing is that we have food. For the first time we have packed. We have 1 liter of water. We have a sandwich.
Two sandwiches.
We got in a store right outside our hotel. It's the classic Chinese sandwich. And then we also got some other snacks. So to a better extent, we are well equipped compared to when we did the hike in Zhangjiaji. So here starts the big path. So this is where we are now. And we have to go all the way out to number 10.
Right there, the Great Wall of China.
Took us at least 45 minutes just to get halfway. And we see a portion of the wall right there. We underestimated the humidity. It's incredibly hot now. But I think we've nearly made it to the top.
I think this is the last spot. We'll be getting some shades from the trees, because after this it's just open to the sky. It's gonna start getting hotter from now.
Let's see the top. Right there. And then that's where the cable car folks are coming up.
We made it! We finally made it to the Great Wall of China!
Totally can't believe this, but we're actually here at one of the wonders of the world. And just like that, after a whole 1 hour of climbing up, we finally made it to the point where the cable cars come all the way up. So this is one of the highest points on the wall that's accessible to people, and we finally made it.
And from here we can see the wall extending on two sides. It's not like a straight wall, it meanders through the mountains, up, down, it's not even flat.
It's crazy. It looks like a big snake in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And the thick forests are just insanely green right now. It's peak summer, but it's so lush and green. And even though the haze is still a bit there, it's really beautiful. Like you can see layers of mountains behind us. So this behind us here is one of the watchtowers.
And for every 100 meters they have a watchtower, and as soon as you enter the watchtower, there are like these holes on both the sides, and then it's suddenly super cold and so nice and breezy.
The wind actually is blowing very well from one of the mountain valleys. So it's really comfortable to be indoors. The sun also has just come out. So it's getting a bit hotter. There's also a toboggan ride downhill. I think this spot has to be one of the best views that we've had since we began walking down. It's so incredibly cool.
It's at one of the high points, and from here you can see that the wall is like turning right there. It's all windy. We didn't know, but this is the best shooting spot.
If we had come here in autumn, it would have been so cool.
Look at that.
There are two kinds of paths on the Great Wall. One is like a slopey walkway, like a stone pathway. It's not steps, so it's just like slopish. And then the other one is the stairway behind us. So both of these combine to, deal with the elevation and decline.
And these steps are like not uniform also. Some are like really small, some are like really high. So it varies.
Which makes me wonder, how did the soldiers here even make it? Like, you could get so tired just running up and down in a matter of 5 or 10 minutes, but these guys used to be here all day long for months together at a time, and it's so like far away. The nearest town is the one we got off, at the bus station, right?
Yeah, that is like at least 40 minutes away by car.
Yeah, so I don't know, it was very, very intense. I wonder if in winter it gets even more crazy.
I saw some pictures online. In winter there'll be snow all over this wall. It looks so cool. Nice. I think it gives a different kind of mood at each season, right? Yeah. Summer it's like this, autumn will be with orange and red leaves.
I'd love to see autumn here. Yeah. It would have been so amazing. Inside one of the watchtowers, I think this is number 12, but we have the upper portion on one side, the lower portion of the wall the other side, the cable car going here, and just big forests on the other side.
And we thought this is the perfect spot to have some food. So this is what we got. This is the Chinese sandwich we are talking about. It's kind of like a wrap.
They call it a green pancake.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the translation I saw in Chinese to English.
So this is like a big wheat pancake which is stuffed with an egg, some scallions, some onions, some coriander, and some different kinds of sauces. There was soya sauce, chili sauce, and it looks like this. They've added this crispy grain biscuit kind of thing. It's really thin.
It's a wafer. It's really crunchy and it's really nice. We just learned a few facts about the Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China isn't just here. It's actually spread out over 15 different provinces in this part of China. So it's not just in Beijing, it's just that the one in Beijing is close enough for people to visit.
And this wall is more than 20,000 kilometers long.
I heard that only a third of it is missing, but 2/3 of it is still there. I wonder how much of the Earth's circumference that would even be. I think that would be more than half.
And the people who worked on this brick wall included the army men, the soldiers, the peasants, the prisoners from the war, and common people also.
It was against the rules for people to write anything on the walls. But here, while building the Great Wall of China, apparently every single brick used to have the name of the person who put it together. And the wall was actually made with bricks, lime, mortar,
Wood.
and wood. And to put the bricks together, they did not use standard mortar. They actually used a new kind of mortar that they made with glutinous rice. Glutinous rice makes it even more stronger and binding that they can't disjoin the bricks. But what's interesting is that they put arsenic in this glutinous rice, which made this entire wall not just really hardly bound together, but also poisonous. So if any animals would come and lick it or try to eat it, especially ants and small creatures like insects, they would die. So that is why most of the wall is so very well preserved.
Yeah, even while walking up and down, I didn't see any kind of insect. Did you?
No, not on the walls.
Yeah, but in between you can see some spider webs.
Yeah, that's true.
This wall is over 2,300 years old, and it was not built all at once. It was built in different stages when different emperors were ruling China.
So the Qing dynasty was one of the main contributors. The Ming dynasty was another main contributor, and over time many different emperors actually participated in building this. But it's important to know that even today restoration hasn't stopped. So a lot of care is taken to make the Great Wall come back to life the way it is. So the one we are in right now, this is called Mutianyu Wall. It's the most popular one for people who want a more offbeat experience.
Yeah.
But the other one, Badaling, is the one which is closest to the city.
There are actually 4 different sections of Great Wall which we can visit from Beijing. One is the Mutianyu, which we have visited now, and the other most popular one is Badaling, which is a few kilometers west of here. And then the other 2, I'm not sure about the names, I'll just write them down below. But Badaling is the most touristy one because it is very easy to access using either bus or even train. And Mutianyu is more popular with tourists who want a little offbeat. It has a little more hiking to do, and it takes a little more time to come from
It's
Beijing.
also a bit more expensive. We came here mainly because we wanted to experience the wall with a smaller crowd. And it's actually true, like you don't see so many people in every section of the wall. Mostly near the cable car, but once you pass probably the first 2 watchtowers from there, it's pretty calm.
You have some time in between where you have the wall entirely to yourself.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, the main reason the Great Wall of China was built was to protect Beijing and the Forbidden City from attacks. Like, this was the capital of the Kingdom of Qin. So it was very important to protect it. So this forms the outermost layer. The Forbidden City that we went to yesterday, that's the innermost layer. So there's actually 3 levels. There's on the outer one and that one, the inside one. And this one was mainly built to protect the Empire of China from the northern nomad invaders. So the northern nomad invaders, from what we understood, are the tribes that are coming in from the Mongol area. So from the Gobi Desert, from Mongolia, modern day Mongolia, all of these guys would come down from up there and try to attack and conquer the southern regions.
But
So
we also read that looking at this massive structure of the wall, they would hesitate to come and attack because it would cost them a lot.
anyways, now we've spent quite a bit of time at the wall, and the plan is to head back to the city. We've barely had any sleep last night, so
Yeah.
that's the plan for the rest of the day.
Sleepy time. Oh, that looks so much fun.
Huh?
That looks so much fun. I wish we could do that.
Oh, do it again. Oh, sorry.
The black button.
The black
yeah.
one.
Yeah.